We are not a hate group. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or black militia group. Israel United in Christ is a non-violent Bible-based movement. We do not advocate or condone any acts of violence against any race, ethnicity, or gender. We advise that if anyone hears or knows of any plots to cause harm to anyone or to break the laws of the land, you must contact the proper authorities to bring awareness to any possible threat, as stated in Leviticus chapter 5, verse 1 of the King James Bible. Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. We are Israel United in Christ, and this is the Armor of God, Armor of God radio show. Praise.
I don't know. I like saying that every week.
Hey, Armor of God radio show coming at you.
We back.
Hey, we back again. Hey, I'm your host today, Officer Ray Well. In the studio we have
Officer Iskar,
Officer Jezreel,
Officer Menahem,
Officer Pilar.
and we got Soldier Khalil on IT.
That's right.
Yeah, Big
12 fingers.
So yeah, DJ 12 Fingers in here. Hey, we here to teach repentance to the Israelites, that's you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Y'all scattered abroad and y'all listening to us on WJI 560 AM. We're not live this week, so if you have questions or comments, feel free to email us at armorofgodradio@gmail.com.
Right.
Email us at armorofgodradio@gmail.com.
Message.
Like I said, we're not live, so we won't drop the call-in number. We dealing with your pastor right now, Lord's will. We're out here blitzing these churches. You know, we wrote letters, emails. We've called. We've texted. No response. So now we pulled up outside, Pastor. We outside.
Oh, we gonna pull up.
We here now. Let us in. We want to talk to you about the Bible. Got some questions.
Defend your gospel.
Oh my God!
And that's what they're saying.
That's right.
Today's topic is
Mass shooting.
mass shootings.
I almost wanted to go blah, blah. I guess I did it, huh?
Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you done did it. So that's what's going on. Evil
Right.
in the city.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that earlier. We're going to get into that too. But what we're talking about is, current events. You're not learning this in church.
So they don't learn in church who allows killings on the earth?
They ain't going in there.
Oh, okay.
Satan, they're going to say the devil,
Oh, Satan.
the enemy. They're going to say the enemy. But really, they don't know how deep it goes.
That's right.
So what we want to start off with, we got a video. This child, it's about a child. It's called Disturbing. White kid tells teacher he wants to be a murderer when he grows up.
Is that on YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
We ain't shoot this. This is 1 minute. We ain't shoot this video.
Right.
We ain't making this up. This is a Caucasian child from the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. Let's let that thing play.
So, I like murders, and I like killing in my life. I'm going to kill everybody in the world except for my family, because they just didn't do anything to me. I just like killing.
So we're going to...
Damn.
It's going to take a...
That was a lot.
That's a lot. That's not even all of it.
And that's scriptural. That's the thing. The pastor ain't going to teach the people in his congregation that's biblical right there, what he just said.
It's very biblical.
Who
But
did
there's a-
something?
He said that. He said they didn't do anything to me. I just like killing.
That's when they killed him. It says, now in the comments, they're going to defend this. They're saying he's definitely being shaped by his environment. Get the hell out of here. Something was wrong with that kid since birth. Right. That's in the Bible. But we're going to get all that. I'm going to let this play. It's just, y'all tune in. This is your friendly neighborhood white kid.
Maybe his history.
He says it. He says how he got it.
He says it? Yeah. Okay, let's let it play out.
So, I like murders, and I like killing in my life. I'm going to kill everybody in the world except for my family, because they just didn't do anything to me. I just like killing. To me, I just like killing. To me, I just like killing.
So that's a little intro.
What do you want to be when you grow up? A murderer, because I like killing. My brain tells me if I like killing or not. I like killing because when I first watched my grown-up killing show, myself started to like killing, and then my brain started to like tell me what to do with killing in it. So I like murders, and I like killing in my life. I'm going to kill everybody in the world except for my family, because they just didn't do anything to me. I just like killing. So just any type of person, it doesn't matter. What about me? Yeah. Even me? No, not even my teachers either. Okay, because I'm the first person that you told this. Am I? Yeah? So I just like killing it.
So what are you going to be again when you grow up?
A murderer.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Damn, he was confident too. He said, "Bye."
But
Was that a boy? It was a boy.
He was a little boy, and he had just a little childlike grin the whole time. And when at one point when she asked, "What about me?" he looked to the side. His eyes cut to the side, like the most evil little look. Mm-hmm. But then she's like, "No, not you." But it was like he had a little look like, "Yeah, you too."
You heard what I said.
You make me mad.
I said everybody in the world.
I said
I
everybody.
want a Merla. He said Merla.
I want a Merlin.
Hey, did y'all pay attention to the background? What y'all hear in the background?
Kids.
He's sitting in the playground with all these other kids thinking about how I can murder these people once I get the ability to. That means 18, I get this gun.
No. Hey, they trying to change the law, right? Biden passed a law trying to say that he wants to extend it to 21. Okay, he's just gonna wait 3 extra years.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Hey, I gotta we gotta talk about who that kid is.
Let's
Yeah.
Go to Genesis 25 real quick. We gotta talk about the We gotta identify the problem. Is the problem guns? It's not the guns, because what they're gonna do? They're gonna pass gun legislation and whatnot. So you don't have no guns. But the problem ain't guns.
right.
It's who's holding the guns and their mentality.
Bring it out.
Who produces the guns?
Who produces the guns and the bullets?
So is it safe to say it's not just that one little child?
Oh no!
Oh man! Oh man! Because that's one of the problems with our people. They like to isolate. Oh, it's that one white person.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the police who don't like us.
Bruh.
That was a little child.
That was a child.
Let's see what the Bible says.
Let's go to that Genesis 25 real quick.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 25.
Bring it out.
And the first came out red.
The first child of Isaac and Rebekah, his skin color was what?
Red.
Red. You ever heard of a red skin tone? That means there's no melanin in your body.
Right.
Your skin is basically translucent. You can see the blood flowing underneath it. Read it again.
And the first came out red all over like in hairy garments.
So then this child is also hairy. Meaning at that time, being hairy was strange. Being red without pigment, albino, was strange.
Right.
This child had both. Albino child, no color, and he was hairy all over. What people fit that today? White people.
Want to grow up and be murderers.
Right. Murderers. I want to be a murderers. Read on.
And they called his name Esau.
So the white man's biblical name, because Genesis means beginning. It's the beginning of every nation on earth is found in Genesis.
It is.
And one of the 18 nations was called Esau. Esau is the father of every white man living today. Now go to Genesis 27.
Uh-oh.
Book of Genesis, chapter 27.
In verse 38 through 40.
Verse 38.
Oh, I want to go all the way down to 41. Come on.
Sir. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father?
Has thou but one blessing? Now, some of y'all in church, Jacob stole the blessing. No. It was always destined for Jacob to get the blessing.
That's right.
Esau in his jealousy, he goes to his father, weeping and crying. You only got one blessing, father? Come on.
Bless me, even me also, O my father.
He begs for a blessing, read.
And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
And then he cried. Come on.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
So then his father blesses him with the fatness of the earth. What's that talking about, brothers?
Hey, best places in the world.
Best places. That means where you live, he'll be there in the best places. It's your home, for example, DR.
America.
Obviously America. Let's think like DR and Haiti and all that.
Puerto Rico.
Wherever the tourist spots is, they live there. But look outside of where the tourist locations and the hotels.
Right.
It's slums in third world country.
Right.
White folks go there, they'll get a house over there, and it's in a nice part. But
Bring it out.
the people that are from there are in trash.
Right. Impoverished, right.
Impoverished. They got all the resources, all the wealth. Then you say, like you said, America. Where are we living in America?
In the bottom.
Ghetto's body.
Ghetto, yeah.
Bruh.
Right.
Barrio.
Where's the white folks?
Skyscrapers.
I ain't talking about the couple inbreds. I'm talking about
Sunday Hill.
Hey, they gentrifying all our neighborhoods too. So they didn't even kick us out of our own neighborhoods and build it up.
And build it up.
Right, and build it up. How come when they move in, things get built up, but when we move in, things fall apart? The money follow them.
I'll say they keep them guns in there with us and the drugs.
Right.
And you know something they say in New York? Whenever you see a bike lane, hey, it's time for you niggas to move.
Man, that is the truth.
Yeah.
That is the truth.
A bike lane? All the black people got to go.
You got to go.
Yeah,
You know it's time to leave?
Right.
Was in Wilmington today. Last year that was like the super hood. I saw a brother, Edomite on a e-bike riding through there. You know,
Couple of them. It's almost time.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gentrification.
When they're just they're not solving problems. They're moving you out.
Right.
It's not getting better. They're moving you away. Read on.
Thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth,
So the best places you gonna live, Esau. Read.
and of the dew of heaven from above.
That means you're gonna be a little bit of everywhere. How the dew is settled on the grass in the morning, there's a little bit of dew everywhere.
Right.
The white folks gonna take over every place location. Think of their military bases. What nation has military bases all over the planet? Is it Chinese people?
No.
Is there a Chinese military base in Chicago? In Florida? No.
Never.
But the white man got military bases all over that part of the world. Everywhere. Even in Arab lands where they're hated, they got military base over there.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
And by thy sword shall thou live.
Now, that's an important part. I'm going to keep reading down, but it says by thy sword, meaning by war.
Right.
They survive and thrive by war. That means nothing they've gotten was given to them by God. They took it. They killed for it. Come on.
God.
And shalt serve thy brother.
That means you're destined to serve your brother. That's Jacob. That's the forefather of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. That's you blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. This man is destined to serve you. At one time he was, but something happened and we got underneath him. We broke God's commandments.
Right.
But read on. I want to get down to 41.
And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Come on.
And Esau hated Jacob.
That's what I want to get to. This is the beginning of the evil of the white man. We got the blessing, and they got the runner-up plot.
Crumbs on the table.
Second place, the silver star. He said he hated Jacob. He hated blacks. He hated Hispanics. He hated Native Americans. Read.
Because of the blessing.
We done solved the problem right there.
It is.
If y'all deep, y'all already know we just solved the problem. Oh, that's why white folks hate black people.
Hey, you know that's a saying. They only hate you when you got something.
Message.
They only hate you when you got something. When you got something going on, like we already touched on before with God's chosen people.
Right.
God chose us. He didn't choose them.
Right.
Or
Bring
the
it
other
out.
nations. So what happens? It turns into hatred.
Easy.
Hey, that's the Red Summer. That's a Black Wall Street.
Right.
Every time we build up, they got come in and they gotta throw C4 out of helicopters.
Yes, right. They got Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's right.
Oh, well, we're gonna read about Tulsa again.
Yep.
Yep.
That golden child syndrome. You know, the rest of the siblings hate that child because the
Right.
parents love him.
Exactly. Come on, finish that verse.
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart,
His heart. Come on.
the days of mourning my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
See, he said, hey, listen, I'm going to kill Jacob. And maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. I'm killing him. Now give me Psalms 58.
Yes, sir.
Bring it out. Y'all
That's
can jump in if y'all need to.
That's premeditated.
There's two things on my mind right now. Identifying a problem.
Right.
Because we talking about Buffalo, New York. Y'all know what happened in Buffalo. Some of y'all tuning in. I don't know. Some people are under a rock and haven't heard about it.
Yeah, they turn their eye from it. That's
Right.
really good.
Over 10 people were shot. I believe 10 were killed, but I believe about 13 people shot in Buffalo, New York, about 2 weeks now.
He double tapped everybody.
Double tap, that means he shot them and made sure they were dead
That's what that means.
and recorded it live on an app called Twitch on the internet to make sure his message got sent to the right people. On his gun was written the word nigger. It was written on his gun.
Dylan Ruth.
Dylan Roof was written on his weapon. Now, Dylan Roof,
Yep.
y'all let him in the church that time. Charleston, South Carolina. We went down there and taught after that debacle.
Yep.
Y'all say, oh, here's Jesus at the door. Look at him. Look just like Jesus with his little bowl haircut, looking like looking insane.
Hey,
He looked insane.
And you know what's crazy? They always tell us not to read the Old Testament, but when you read the Old Testament, the Sabbath, which is the day we're supposed to worship, it's only for the Israelites. You're not supposed to let other nations in there. So if they would have kept that commandment, Dylan Roof wouldn't have killed them.
Right. But now we want to please them. Come on. Give me Isaiah 58.
All right, the book of Psalms, chapter 58, in verse
Psalm
3.
58, my bad.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Uh-oh.
I didn't think I read that with enough force.
Give me some more on that. Run it
The
back.
wicked.
The wicked. That means that there are people that can be wicked, but there is a main wicked. That's your so-called white man. Read.
Are estranged from the womb.
Did we not just hear a little boy, prepubescent boy? I mean, he like 7. I don't think he was 10.
What word did you use?
Prepubescent.
Dang.
Before puberty. He wasn't a teenager. He's no angsty teenager that's upset and mad at the world.
Right.
Like, he over there playing with Legos. He's like, I like killing and murdering. I'm like, hold on.
How do you
Sesame
even know
Street
that?
said
Yeah.
what?
Right. And had joy in it. He said, I don't know. It's just something in my mind. This is
He said,
just
yeah,
wanna
his
kill everybody.
brain keeps telling him that.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Right, yeah.
From the womb.
From the womb.
My brain is telling me.
Come on now, dog.
Wow.
Dang.
Come on,
Come on.
man.
They go astray as soon as they be born.
Is God a liar?
God.
God is not a man that he should lie.
Nah, that's right.
He said
That's
there's a
right.
race of people out there that are born that way. They're born in evil. Now you can look at black people and be like, well, look at this state of black people. They're so bad, they're so evil. But really, we have so many influences in our culture that scream death. We have songs specifically that say murder, kill your brothers.
Right.
Treat your sisters like whores. Sag your pants.
And this is how you know.
Smoke weed. Go ahead.
This is how you know a pastor don't know the scripture that says evil communication corrupt good manners.
Right.
Because if they understood that scripture, they will understand that America, which is the Edomites, promote killing each other, blacks killing blacks with their music because they own the industry.
Right.
That's why you got all these rappers talking about. Oh, matter of fact, was it 6ix9ine? What's that Northern Kingdom brother with the tattoos?
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, Tekashi 6.
Yeah. He said it. He said, man, y'all don't know. I sold my soul. He was like, basically in this industry, he's like, you got to do what they tell you. You got to wear what they tell you.
Right.
You got to do what they tell you.
Right.
Rap about what they tell you.
Right.
So he was like admitting everything that he does.
Everything.
It's
Is
crazy.
there more on that? Yeah, a little more.
You want to read down?
Yeah.
Speaking lies.
Doing what they do?
Speaking lies.
So from the womb, they're liars. From the womb, there's something wrong with them. Give me Job 9:24, just in case somebody's thinking the wicked.
Right.
Anybody be wicked. No, there's a main wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it out.
The Bible identify him.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Who's that wicked?
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So it's plain. Who runs the world?
Right.
Hold on, I'll wait. Why's your gas $4.88?
Is that an African thing?
Is that black people that did that? It says something we decided in the Black Congressional Congress. We said, the 4 or 5 black people over there. Did Al Sharpton make your gas $5 a gallon?
Hey, since we're bringing up a lot of Latino, because I know we're going to bring out the articles in Buffalo, but who governs how much a peso is in Mexico? Because America is the one that tells you your peso or 20 pesos is $1.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to go to New York and figure out like, okay, if I go to this country, Dominican Republic or whatever, the money that America sets, that's the standard.
Right. So so you saying is it Mexicans that do it?
Oh no, definitely not. Even though their bills have Mexican faces on it,
Dang.
their bills are being governed by the American white faces.
White faces. Esau,
Esau,
the
that's right.
wicked. Tell you what your currency is worth.
And we brought out earlier in Genesis that they live everywhere on the earth. They have embassies. This is how they're able to make those decisions about the currency, about war, about gas prices. They have influence throughout the entire earth.
Right.
Scripture just said that the earth is given to the hands of the wicked.
Right.
Emotional damage.
Hey, from there, did you finish that?
Yeah, there's more.
Yeah, go ahead.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So here you go. There's a question for y'all
Right.
Christians. If it ain't the white man that runs the earth, that is born, what do you say, estranged, something not right with him from birth, then who is it? Who's the
Where he at?
wicked?
Where
Where
he
he at though?
Where he at though? You can't put that identifying marker according to the scriptures on any other nation because it's not gonna fit.
It's not gonna fit.
It's not gonna fit.
There's another way God tells you to figure out who the enemy was. He basically said that he's gonna give you Deuteronomy 28:48 real quick. He's gonna give you a one of everything, right? And we gotta think about the imagery of what Jesus looks like. He don't look like an Arab.
Right.
He definitely don't look Japanese. I know in 21 Jump Street they try to make him Japanese. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Hold on. What are they? What's Esau?
Thine enemies.
Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent Columbus and Cortez and all those people to this side of the world?
The Lord shall send against thee.
Okay, so we know it was prophetic, right? So that's why they don't want us to read the Old Testament, because now we're gonna find out why we went into slavery.
Right.
In hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
So Walmart, everything you buy in Walmart comes from your enemy. Go ahead.
And in want of all things.
Now, want of all things is lack of everything. That means your toilet paper, your passport. You know, in order to go from place to place in an airplane, you got to go to the person that put you in slavery.
Bring it out.
So that's, Officer Ray, that's just to back it up, what you was bringing out.
Hey, can I jump down one on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because we're talking about mass shootings, right? Verse 65, right? It says, and among these nations, thou shalt find no ease. So we at in the midst of America. We don't have no ease. Like you worry about yourself all the time. Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
Right.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. And thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have no assurance of thy life. We don't know, like, you go to the grocery store nowadays, and you don't know if you're going to make it out.
See what happened.
Send your kids to school. You can go back a little further in history. Sundown towns.
That's right.
Talking about that earlier camp, there's certain towns in America. I believe there still are towns in America.
Yep.
Black people cannot be out and about after dark, or they will kill you. They will hang you, maybe drag you behind a pickup truck, like they did the brother. I think it was in North Carolina. They did that to their brother. Pulled him to pieces.
Wow.
Damn.
That's what they do. Those sundown towns.
Right.
So we got an article right here. This is about what happened in Buffalo. Buffalo shooting. Peyton Gendron's family blamed COVID isolation.
They would do that, huh?
I'm gonna let officers read that. Go ahead. I can't even look at it. Yeah, you start right there.
Peyton Gendron, the white supremacist who allegedly killed 10 people in a racially motivated attack.
It's not alleged. We saw it. We all
in the
saw it.
news.
He recorded it.
We saw it. He did it. But I know the justice system. Go ahead. Maybe he's alive. That's why you got to say alleged, because he's alive.
So let me get this right. COVID made him record a mass shooting towards a specific race.
Right.
Nobody else though.
Yeah. Despite the fact there ain't nobody on no lockdowns.
I thought
No cities locked down no more.
Boo boo the fool.
I thought millions of people caught COVID.
Yeah.
Different strands. So there should have been different types of shootings.
This is a new strain.
It's heavy.
Racially motivated COVID.
It's the Esau
RC.
crime.
What is it? RM.
Yeah.
COVID RM. Racially motivated.
Edom crime.
Edom crime.
Go ahead.
Killed 10 people in a racially motivated attack at a supermarket in Buffalo. Was suffering from paranoia because of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Oh my God.
You can't make that up. No, they did.
You can't.
Yeah,
you can't.
Actually,
apparently, remember we read in Psalms, going straight. As soon as he was born, speaking lies.
Wow.
Because he got to be the one white guy that, a doctor will stand up and be like, well, it's pretty common for, COVID isolation to lead to murderous thoughts. And
first off, how does he even get arrested? How does that even happen? A mass shooting.
I guess after he said sorry to the cashier that looked like him, he ran outside and was like, "Hey, I'm done killing black people. Go ahead and put me in. Let me get that cheeseburger, like Dylan Ruth.
That is crazy.
I want that cheeseburger."
I wonder if their guns were even drawn.
That's what I'm saying. How does that even happen?
They identified the perp.
Hey, there's a precept. Habakkuk 1:4. This is actually a verse for that. How did he get out scot-free?
Right.
Let's read it.
Because there's many unarmed black men and women killed. Brenda, Brenda Taylor?
Mhm.
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna
I'm sorry.
Taylor.
Right.
Breonna Taylor. What did she do?
Right.
She shot
was
in her
asleep.
own house. Say she did pull a weapon. It's her house. She thinks somebody's breaking in. She get blown away in her own house. Then you got give me somebody. George Floyd.
Yes, we can
Put
go
to death.
on.
Suffocated.
Mike Brown.
Mike
I seen
Brown.
one. Do you guys know the video where that little boy? I guess he had some type of. He was a black boy. But
Autistic?
he was like autistic on the ground.
Yeah.
And then they basically shot the guy that was protecting.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
shot
I'm
his
like,
caretaker.
dang.
Why'd
Yeah.
you shoot me? I don't know.
Yeah, he said, I don't know.
He literally said, I don't know.
But then you got an armed to the teeth, bulletproof vest psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, definitely take him alive. Probably ain't have a scratch on him.
Boy, if you don't.
Go ahead.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4.
No, 1 and 4.
Or 1 verse 4, I'm sorry.
Bring it out.
Therefore, the law is slack,
Go ahead.
and judgment doth never go forth.
So they don't ever go to jail for killing us down in the streets, Reed.
For the wicked,
Hold up. Didn't we just go over that in Job 9:24?
Right.
For the wicked that runs the whole planet.
for the wicked doth compass about the righteous.
So they're over us right now. They're on top. They're the ruling class. Go ahead.
Therefore, wrong judgment proceeded.
So when the black woman is crying on national TV and she's wondering why they killed her black son that didn't do anything.
Right.
Hey, the scripture says, therefore wrong judgment proceeded because your oppressor is in power. He does the judicial system. He creates the laws. He can say, you know what? Let that brother go. Dylan Root, get him a burger. You know what I'm saying? But this brother over here, hey, make sure you shoot him a couple times. He just stole a bag of Skittles. Come on, man. Go ahead and kill him.
Let me get same book 2 and 4.
Bring it out.
It's going to expound on exactly how they are, exactly why they do it. What we heard in the very beginning of this radio show. He liked killing and murdereth. How do you say it?
Murdereth.
I'm a murderer. Whatever he said. Watch this.
He said his brain was telling him.
Right.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
God said that their mind, they're prideful. That's what I mean by it's lifted up. It said it's not right in them. Their forefather, the very first so-called white man, already started with hatred towards another nation from the beginning. So what do you think his offspring is going to be like? That's why I said earlier, it's not just the police. It's not just that one crazy racist white man. It's them, the entire race. God says they're not upright.
But we want to try to charm them.
Right.
You want to love the hell out of them.
Gotta save him. John 3:16.
Hey, let's keep reading in that article. Let's start right there. This might be a separate article.
Bring it out.
Read the title and then go right there.
All right. So the title we have is Gunman Kills 10 at Buffalo Supermarket in Racist Attack.
Jump right there.
Right here?
Yeah,
Okay.
watch this part here.
Shortly after Mr. Gendron was captured, a manifesto believed to have been posted online by the gunman emerged.
They said it was 200 pages, right?
Wow.
I heard it was 200 pages. The white man not only so crazy, he will go and murder you. He will write a book report about it. A 200-page book report.
That COVID made him do.
Yeah, COVID made him do.
And he turned it in.
Some
But
milk.
black folks just like, they just go outside. They've been brainwashed. They go out and shoot, kill each other, whatever. The white man sit there to let you know, no, I'm not crazy when I did it. I know exactly what I'm doing.
There you go.
Here's my 200-page book report on murdering black folks and my motivation. And people will still say, maybe he was sick.
That should be open and shut case.
It really should. You shouldn't be a case.
Right. You shouldn't have made it out that parking lot.
You should not. He killed a man. He killed a man who was making a water-powered car. A black man, the security guard, was an inventor, and he was creating a water-powered car. There's a news article and a video that showed that he was on the news before for doing it. Joe Biden even acknowledged that in a way. He said, well, he was built, he liked to
Play with cars.
play with electric cars, but really he was an inventor about to do some revolutionary stuff. And somehow he gets killed.
Could be why this mass shooting happened at that location.
2 hours away.
2 hours away from
hours
where I don't even like saying his name. The murderer,
Yeah.
where he moved, where he went to.
Hey, we got to do that because the news not doing that. They do that to us.
That's true.
He's a monster,
Peyton.
terrorist, murderer,
Right.
devil.
Yeah,
That's
Peyton the terrorist.
He's a
thug, nigga, Peyton. You get all that. Go ahead. Read on.
Riddled with racist anti-immigrant views that claimed white Americans were at risk of being replaced by people of color.
Oh, you will be replaced.
That's right.
Christ come back. Oh, all y'all getting replaced.
That's
I don't mean
right.
that you're gonna be gone either. You'll still be here.
Well, we got purpose for you.
You can put in a place.
You will be put in a place. Go ahead.
In the video that appeared to have been captured by the camera affixed to his helmet, an anti-black racial slur can be seen on the barrel of his weapon.
That's nigger. I don't know why they don't want to say it now.
It said, "Here's your reparations too." On the
Right.
gun.
I forgot that.
Boy, wicked as hell, man. I tell you, hey,
And
I don't know how
I got
any of these things we're reading have anything to do. How do you trace this back to COVID? This has to be the first set of COVID symptoms that I've ever read in my life. The man went out and put a camera on his gun, a camera on his helmet, wrote racial words on the weapon, went 2 hours away, wrote a 200-page manifesto.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
This is the first case of COVID symptoms that I ever. Hey, anyone of y'all start writing 200 pages? I'm getting suspicious.
How do you write 200 pages with the COVID?
With COVID on there, you be coughing too much, right?
Whoa.
So I'm going to go in. Well, matter of fact, read that paragraph, Officer Jezreel.
Right.
Watch what it says right here.
It says the document outlined a careful plan to kill as many black people as possible.
Oh, a careful plan. A careful COVID plan. Read.
Complete with the type of gun he would use,
Come on, man.
a timeline.
Come on, man.
Yep.
We got charts and graphs. Come on.
Yeah, I heard he scoped out the actual place. He knew the
right.
blueprints of it.
Yep.
How many aisles and everything.
You know, and I'm laughing because it's not a funny situation. It really makes me angry, but it's so laughable that these people are trying to pass that off to us. Like, well, maybe he was sick. Maybe he's got mental health issues. Did he have a hard life?
Disrespect.
It's working. Sadly, a lot of our people are getting rocked right back to sleep. It is working.
Right. And we were out there. Was it last week?
Yes, sir.
We went out and we talked there, and the people that were mourning came against us and wanted us dead. We got video of it. The woman said, we got people. She's talking to the white man who would also, the cop that would also kill her, is also responsible for the death of some of our people, and said, we want them out of here. You got to do something. We try not to be violent. So you're going to be violent to us to solve the problem? That's what's going to solve the problem of people getting shot by white supremacists?
That's easier for niggas to do that.
Right.
And actually be mad at the actual person. I'd rather hate my brother and do violence towards him than actually see what's really wrong.
Right.
That's what our people do.
Right. Shout out to the captains that went, Captain Zakai, Captain Zephaniah out there. Who else is out there?
Man, there's a lot of brothers out
A lot
there
of
putting
brothers
in
out
work.
there from the Northeast. All
And one of
praises.
the brothers was related to, I think, a cousin to some of the.
Yeah. And they mistreated him too. Like, oh, you don't even care. Crazy. Come on.
And where he would eat beforehand. It also included details.
And where he gonna eat before he do the mass murder? Go ahead. Wow.
It also included details of where he would live stream the violence, mayhem that he had also calibrated. He carefully studied the layout of the grocery, writing that he would shoot a security guard before stalking through aisles.
So he planned to kill the security guard.
Hey.
It's some real sneaky stuff. It's some suspicious stuff right there.
Hey, bro, come on now.
So you have to be able to distinguish with common sense the civilian from a security guard.
Right.
COVID let him do that?
Yeah, COVID did his master plan did. Oh, there's a security guard. I'm killing him first. I'm gonna write down. I'm killing him first. He just so happens to be making a water-based car. But really, what's going on in his heart? He hate black people,
Right.
and he was born that way.
There it is.
God made him that way. God told you his soul, which is lifted up, is not right in him.
Right.
Come on.
Hey.
Oh, you got something?
Yeah, but you know what? Come to think of it, whenever something like this happens, they're always somehow mysteriously mentally ill or something's wrong with them.
Right.
Yep.
Bring it out.
It's never the truth. It's always an excuse they find for them.
There you go.
But you know, we're thugs just for walking.
Just for walking.
Just for walking.
Just for walking.
Jesus wouldn't do that.
Right.
And firing upon black shoppers. He wrote that he would shoot some twice in the chest when he could.
You see that? That's what you're talking about, the double tap. That's some military stuff right there to make sure a person's dead. He shot. And I saw the one that really disturbing, that the black woman in that aisle.
Yeah.
He shot her twice, reloaded, aimed down and shot her in the head.
Somebody's grandma.
Evil. Because I think you hear her making noises that she was still alive. Evil. It wasn't enough to hit him. He said, I'm trying to kill them. I'm trying to murder as many as I can.
And COVID left him right when he got to the cash register.
Right. Not a cough.
Right when he got to the cash register, COVID left. And then he saw a white man and said, oh, I'm sorry.
Right. He said sorry. He said sorry. In the heat of battle against unarmed people, he apologized to his own nation.
Now, because it said that it said that his family was the one that was saying that he was doing this because of COVID. But
he says,
I want to read this next part right here. Right. This is proof that it wasn't nothing wrong with him. Watch this. It says he wrote he had been passively preparing.
Right.
He was preparing this.
I'll read it for you.
Yep.
It's crazy. It says he wrote he had been passively preparing for the Buffalo attack for several years.
Wow. Or waiting for that gun, able to get that gun.
Hold on. If it was more than 2, then he was doing it before COVID.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Wow.
You know that passively.
He said several, not 2. Right. Several.
That passively preparing, a lot of Edomites, they do that gun training. They go to these little outdoor shooting ranges, and they do like real tactical, real life situation gun training. So his father most likely trained him up.
Right. It says purchasing ammunition and gear while infrequently practicing shooting.
See?
So it wasn't even on a regular basis. It wasn't like he was a addict. But think about it. How many of your neighbors, Caucasians, the so-called white men, Esau, do you see stocking up guns?
Oh, they do it.
Do you see in line? They'll line up over there at Academy, over there on Skybow.
Yep.
And they're getting out. You go in there, you look for something. All the bullets gone.
Right.
All the handgun bullets gone. All the handguns is gone. The good ones and the AR, all that stuff out of stock. Who you think buying it? It ain't 4 or 5 rednecks. It's all your neighbors. They're not gonna tell you what they doing. And the guns is for shooting who? Is it for shooting Billy Bob? Nope. Hell nah, it's for shooting your black behind.
Billy Bob.
Hey, and you know they so focused on these ones that do it. These ones that do it are the ones that are not scared of prison and things of that nature. But when stuff hits the fan around here, and it's like it's not a little less law and order, you're gonna see they true nature, because a lot of them are gonna come out the woodwork.
Right.
Hey, they true nature from youth, because I remember also watching this clip where it was a little white kid, right? He got into an altercation with another black kid, and he came to the black kid's house with a switch, a whip.
Whip.
He was hitting the door with it. Yeah. He was hitting the door with it.
Yep.
So the parents came outside. They wanted to confront the white family, you know, and instead of talking, you know, the father came to the white father. He said, instead of talking, what happened? The white father, he drew a gun on him.
He shot it too.
He shot it.
Right. I got that clip. Let's see if we can play that. It's just 2 minutes.
It's crazy.
It's take a little while to load up.
I got a preset to back up, which I just brought out. 2nd Ezra 13 and verse 29. Down. Yes, sir. Just 3 verses.
All right, 2nd Ezra 13, verse 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
Go ahead.
All right. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth.
Okay, so when the Black Messiah comes back, go ahead. They're going to be astonished, read.
And one shall undertake to fight against another.
Hold on. What's going to happen before Christ come back?
One shall undertake to fight against another.
Go ahead.
One city against another.
Hold up. Cities are going to come against other cities. So you might have Raleigh coming down to Fayetteville to take the loot, take the food from the grocery stores, read.
One place against another.
You might have Montclair versus, over there Bunts Road. You might have street versus street. Go ahead.
One people against another.
Hold up. You think that Billy and Susie are not going to come together with their AKs and their M16s and all the guns that they got and all the training they got? You don't think they're going to come together to start shooting us? Go ahead.
One realm against another.
All right. That's I just wanted to get that point because you guys brought it out.
Right.
You had all praises. All praises. All right. So I did get that. I gotta pull it back up. But until then, let's read this article.
Yes, sir.
Let's start right here. Racial violence in the United States since 1526. It's not a new problem.
Since when?
1526.
A little earlier than that, but we'll ride.
Yeah, it's even more earlier than that. Go ahead.
Regrettably, racial violence has been a distinct part of American history since 1660. While that violence has impacted almost every ethnic and racial group in the United States, it has had a particularly horrific effect on African American life.
Right. Go ahead.
That's it. It says, listed below are some of the major incidents of racial.
So there's many. How many you think is on that page? They're listing the instances of racial violence, like mass killings against racist people or done against black people. How many do you think are listed there? We've got 2 columns, and it's like a page, over a page full of locations and dates. How many do you think that is, also? 100?
I guarantee you it's far short.
Hey, I gotta say,
that's just the ones documented.
There you go. That's it. It's just the ones that was written down.
Right.
Because if you think about it, our entire history since we came over here, it ain't on that one page.
Right.
We've been getting put to death.
Hey, I got a statistic right here to add on to that. It says the rate of hate crimes against Latinos in the U.S. is at its highest in nearly a decade, according to an annual report by the FBI. The report reveals 485 hate crimes against Latinos in 2018. That's 58 more than reported the year before, and surpassing those against Muslims and Arab Americans. It says the FBI considers a hate crime to be criminal offense motivated by race, religion, or ethnicity.
So they hate Hispanics too? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How coincidental.
Watch this. I want to see some of these names. This is the previous article. Listen to the names. It's going to touch all 12 tribes. It's San Miguel de Guadalupe slave rebellion. So people were put to death during this. This is 1526. So what kind of slaves we were black? The majority of African Americans and Haitians and West Indians came in 1619. So who's getting put to death in the San Miguel slave rebellion?
Bring it
the
out.
So-called Hispanics were, and some of you Native Indians.
Northern Kingdom.
Then we got the Gloucester County Conspiracy, 1663. Bacon's Rebellion, 1676. New York City Slave Uprising. For those of you that think that slavery was just in the South. Oh, no. There were slaves in New York City.
That's right.
They had an uprising. They got put to death in 1712. Then there was the Stono Rebellion, 1739. The New York City Slave Conspiracy. Why is there 2 New York things if the North was free of slaves?
There you go.
Slavery was everywhere.
They buried that.
New York City Slave Conspiracy was in 1741. Each one of these, that's a radio show. We can talk about what happened.
Right.
It says the Gabriel Prosser Revolt, that's 1800s. I believe that was, I forget which tribe. Igbo Landing mass suicide. I'm sure it wasn't a suicide.
Right.
1803. Andrews Rebellion, Denmark Vesey Conspiracy, 1822. Nat Turner Revolt. We didn't even get to Nat Turner.
Yeah.
All those
that's prior to
documented. Yeah, all those documented atrocities. 1822. 1831.
Just America.
Amistad Mutiny, 1839. Creole Case, that's Levi, 1841. Slave Revolt in the Cherokee Nation, 1842. So that's all the tribes.
So are you saying that the slaves was Cherokee?
Right.
Because, that's one of the things that's why we have to let y'all know that the Israelites is blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans, because they love to, or let me not say we like to put that separation because they made sure they drew that line that we were different. But when you look at the stats, when you look at the facts of things, we are all enslaved. That's why that's documented there, that the Cherokee Indians was getting put to death as well.
Right. Heavy stuff now.
Hey, let's back it up with a scripture. You know what I'm saying? We armor of God. We're gonna bring out the scriptures.
That's right.
To back it up.
That's
Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 33.
Just thinking about that.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel,
That's the Northern Kingdom. When you read the Bible, that's the so-called Latinos, Native Americans.
and the children of Judah
That's the Jamaicans, the Haitians, and the American blacks. Read the Southern Kingdom.
were oppressed together.
I know when we research, right, we find out those dates, the 1619s and things of that nature. But if you go into the history in the 1453, when Seville got destroyed, Granada, all those places over there where the Moors ruled, we were being oppressed at that time.
That's right.
On that side of the world, the Southern Kingdom. And then you had the Northern Kingdom, which is the Latinos. Cortez, Ponce de Leon, all the conquistadors landed on this side. So we were being conquered at the same time.
Right.
It's just a lot of us don't know that history.
Right.
And I want to show you why. This is a this is a so-called Hispanic woman. She says this.
Bring it out.
The
That's
US,
an article?
Yeah, this is an article for same part. Just this part and that part.
All right. The U.S. has a long and largely forgotten history of violence against Latinos.
Because you can go on Google and find like these old racist like pictures of white old ladies, and they're standing behind a sign, in front of a sign that says no Puerto Ricans, no dogs, no Negroes, and no Mexicans allowed to drink from this water fountain. So it wasn't just black people that are being lynched and things of that nature. And we're going to read it in this article. Go ahead.
Says Monica Munoz Martinez.
So this is a Northern Kingdom woman. This is a so-called Hispanic read.
An assistant professor of American Studies at Brown University.
Oh, she's the dumb person that just lives in the hood and on drugs.
Assistant professor of American Studies at Brown University.
Okay, so she went to the white man schools to learn this stuff. All right, go ahead.
And author of The Injustice Never Leaves You, Anti-Mexican Violence in Texas.
Now watch this. Get to the point up here. Jump there.
When we think about violence against ethnic groups in this country.
In America, when you start thinking about racism in America, what pops up in people's brains?
We tend to think about lynchings against African Americans, Martinez.
You only think about the Southern Kingdom of Israel. You only think about blacks, Jamaicans, and Haitians being brought over here on slave ships and hung on trees. No. Let's see what she says.
But there's also a history of forgotten lynchings of Mexican Americans.
So that's the tribe of Issachar in the Bible, the same tribe I come from. A lot of our people don't know that we went through the same atrocities. You know what I'm saying? Black Wall Streets, all those. They had Latino places. They had so-called Latino places that got bombed too.
Right.
It wasn't just blacks and Jamaicans and Haitians. Go ahead.
But there's also a history of forgotten lynchings of Mexican Americans and Mexican nationals, she says, in addition to state-sanctioned violence.
Wow. State-sanctioned. I mean, the white man personally put his stamp of approval on it. Said, I don't mind documenting this. Go kill him.
That was George Washington. Not George Washington.
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson. Yeah, he got them murdered horribly.
Hey, go to Deuteronomy. Now, do we have an article on the newer shooting? I think we had an article on the newer shooting as well.
Bring it out.
Bring that out.
All right.
Because then, so some of y'all was like, well, okay, we know about that one. Sure, that was the white guy. But there's another one. He wasn't white. Let's read this one. Let's go through that.
You called it newer. It's within the same week.
Yeah, it's in the same week.
Same week.
Yeah.
Damn. Go ahead.
A Latino on Latino mass shooting.
So white folks is relieved. They wipe the sweat off their brow. But no. We're not done with you. Go ahead.
When I heard that a gunman had killed multiple school children in a predominantly Latino town in Texas, I immediately thought white supremacist.
That's what you do. Because that's what they would. They're known for that.
Right.
It's not like.
Right.
It's not when you say school shooting, white kid. That's what pops up.
That's it.
Trench coat.
That's it.
Trench coat mafia.
Right.
Columbine. That's what they do. So now we have a Latino. Go ahead.
I immediately thought white supremacist. How could I not? Just this month, a white man allegedly murdered 10 black people in Buffalo, New York, while railing against Latino replacers in an online manifesto.
So they just referenced the same topic that we went over in the first part of this.
Yep.
That same shooting that happened in Buffalo.
Go ahead.
In 2019, another white man radicalized by neo-Nazi literature.
I don't like that.
Yep.
I don't like that. You know, they saying, oh, he was brainwashed. No. He did the thing that he wanted to do since he was born. I want to murder. I want to do. I want to kill. I want to kill everybody around me.
When I heard that,
except my family.
When I read that, I just read it like taught by my parents.
Right.
Go ahead.
Exactly. Who tell you that? Like they parents is telling us like, hey, you see that? You don't be friends with a little black boy over there. You better than them.
Hell no.
All right. Drove hundreds of miles to a Walmart in El Paso, in El Paso with the explicit mission to kill Latinos, prosecutors say. 23 people died in that massacre.
Wow.
It's horrible.
But you see, it doesn't say that he had COVID.
Nah, no.
He explicitly went over there to kill Latinos.
Didn't say the environment was a factor.
No.
It's COVID isolation.
And I wonder if he made it out.
Right. Yeah. Did he do a manifesto? He didn't have a manifesto. Right?
No. But he definitely didn't make it out. Like Dylan Ruth and the other.
No, he died. Yeah, he was put to death.
They shot him.
They shot him up. Now, again, are we condoning him shooting up? No.
Nope.
Not at all.
He was sick. He's a sick individual, which that thing happens. But however, they killed him like a dog. But first, what they did, they let the dog loose in the school.
For 40 minutes.
For 40 minutes, they said, wait. Don't see anybody in there yet. Let him do his thing. 2 birds, 1 stone. That's how the white man think.
Right.
2 birds, 1 stone.
It was a school district that had 90% Latinos.
Right.
Hey,
They say, ain't nothing but good problems for us. That's what they say.
didn't y'all say some of the parents were able to get their kids, but the police couldn't?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring that out.
I saw a news reporter. She was talking to a woman, and I forgot her name, but she brought out that she had 2 children in different classrooms. She got arrested when she first got there because she was going crazy talking about let her go through, and then eventually they let her go. She jumped the fence, got her first child, went to the second room, knocked on the door. The teacher didn't let her in at first, but then she was like, "Give me my child." They gave her child. She ran out with 2 children. 2 of her children made it.
Is this an untrained professional?
Yeah, she even said it. She
With
said
no gun.
She said all of the cops were just out there, just walking around. But she was
That's
like, "Give me a
bananas.
vest, give me a gun, I'll go in there." And nobody want to give her that, so she just went in without guns and nothing, just to get her child.
Bananas.
See that?
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's like they let that city burn in New York. We had a class on that.
I want this part right.
You know what that's called? Benign neglect.
Yep.
You remember that term?
Yep,
Benign neglect. Like they'll let you. That's what they do to, like you said, the cities and neighborhoods. They'll pull back the police presence to let the drugs and guns and death increase. And then no one wants to live there. And then they swoop in and gentrify. First, they have to neglect it. Those children, they died of neglect. Benign neglect, because law enforcement could have went in there and saw that before he got killed.
That's right.
But he left him in there, and he eventually locked himself in a room with a bunch of children and I believe a teacher or 2, and killed 23 people because of benign neglect. That state is at fault for that thing.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody doing no jail time for it.
Nah,
Nobody doing no jail time out of that.
and they had COVID.
Boy, ain't no way. Boy. Yeah, they had COVID.
And a father died the day after because he saw his daughter, or he went to her burial. They put the crosses. They always had to put a white man cross on our kids' burials and things of that nature. And then the father died the next day from a heart attack.
Damn.
But yeah, it was a tragedy. But
Hey, give me I want to get something real quick. Got a few minutes left. Go to Hosea 5:15. No, first give me Amos. Who did it? Because the church not going to tell you who really did all this.
Bring it out.
Okay.
Oh, it's the white man, but who let him off? It's the brother was mentally ill.
Okay.
The Latino brother. Who let this happen? Give me that.
Amos, chapter 3 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city,
The trumpet is like an alarm.
and the people not be afraid?
Won't like the tornado siren go off? Aren't people afraid? That's what it's for. It's a warning. Read.
Shall there be evil in a city?
You gonna see evil in these cities. That was evil what that Latino boy did. That's
Right.
also evil what that white man did.
Right.
It's how they be evil in the city.
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord had not done it?
Hold on, what?
And the Lord had not done it?
Who? So God did that. Well, why God let all those children die?
Not my Jesus.
That's why we got to get to why did, because you ain't gonna answer that in church.
Right.
Why did God? I always had that question. Why did God let the little children die? Hosea 5:15.
Bring it out.
Hosea chapter 5 verse 15.
We got the answer.
I will go and return to my place
God said, "I will go and return to my place." I'm not helping you. That's what He's saying. Read.
till they acknowledge their offense.
That's why these things are happening. That's why the white man can go and murder you and you can't have rest. That's why your own people will turn on you and murder you. Because I will go and return to my place till you acknowledge you sinned against me.
Right.
You Israelites. Come on.
and seek my face.
They're not turned to the Bible. They're still in Christianity church. The shooting took place on a Sunday, did it not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You still in these churches. God's like, you still in these churches. I'm bringing evil upon you. These are the last days. You ain't repent yet? Come on.
In their affliction.
You got to be afflicted. You got to seek answers. If you comfortable here, you ain't going to seek no answers. You want to see what's wrong with this place. Mm-hmm. There are many underlying factors to why the Latina bro, the Northern Kingdom bro, why he did what he did. He was wearing eyeliner and stuff. Mm-hmm. Some folks think he was transgender. Some people say that's a lie. But it was confirmed. He's putting on eyeliner. He was dressing in all black. He's doing what the white man do.
There you go.
A lot of our kids, they start doing the white man's program. They also say he was cutting his face.
Yep.
Who you know do that?
Right.
That's Becky and Amber and Billy. Right. When they get upset, they start cutting their face.
Right.
And our kids learn it from watching them. Come on.
In their affliction, they will seek me early.
He said in the affliction, you got to afflict the people of God to get them to wake up. Wow. That's what's behind that.
Yeah.
So I just want to bring this out real quick because our people, you know, they see this stuff happening to us, right? But it's gonna go through one ear and out the other.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. They might cry for a good hour and that's it.
Right.
Watch this. Let's go to Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17.
Bring it out.
Sir.
It says, I got you. You got you. All right.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain help.
Read on.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
And what they're going to do, they still going to go and they're going to be marching.
Right.
They're going to be marching for equality, fight for equality.
Right.
You know, for people that we better than. You know.
Right.
This stuff going to keep happening.
And they can't fix nothing. It said they can't save you. The salvation going to come from the Lord. And the Lord only coming back for the Israelites that keep the commandments.
That's the point.
The white man ain't stopping none of this. He liked that they took 40 minutes to go get into that school. He said, I wish it was an hour or two.
Right.
They could have killed them all.
Should have let him finish.
Just like he didn't mind that the little kid was radicalized with COVID or whatever. What's his name? He went into Buffalo, New York and tops.
The murderer.
Yeah,
Peyton murderer.
Yeah, they let it on Twitch. You know, they seen that thing as soon as it popped up. Y'all got something? Go ahead.
Oh, I got one last one real quick. I'll read it for myself. It says Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery.
Wow.
The prey depart not. Verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness. That's what we did today.
That's right.
We showed who the enemy is. We showed who Esau is.
Right.
The devil the Bible speaks of, how he causes us to kill one another and lets these mass shootings happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to end it in.
So the answer, return to the Lord.
That's right.
Keep his commandments, because the Lord's the one bringing forth this evil. Bring it out. Only he gonna take it off of us. Hey, but that's our show for today. Hey, we thank y'all for tuning in. This is the Armor of God, Armor of God radio show. Hey, all praises to the Most High. We got a physical location. It's 111 South Market Street, Benson, North Carolina, 27504. That is 111 South Market Street, Benson, North Carolina, 27504. You can reach us at armorofgodradio@gmail.com. If you want to ask a question, armorofgodradio@gmail.com. And you can call us by phone. Come visit us, 1-855-484-4842, extension 7098. The extension has changed, so pay attention. 1-855-484-4842, extension 7098. Hey, again, thank y'all for tuning in. Shalom, Most High in Christ bless you all.
Shalom.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.